All right. Hey, y'all, and welcome to Prime TV. I am your host, Kyle Howell, and today I have a very, very special guest with me. Not only is she a content creator for Hoop Mobb, but she also hosted her own fashion show. Honestly, just all around beautiful. So,
thank you.
help me welcome Madison Elyse.
Hey.
So, first,
Mhm.
I kind of already introduced you, but go ahead and introduce yourself. Who is Madison Elyse exactly?
All right. Hey, y'all. I'm Madison Elyse. As you said, I am a content creator and I am a creative director. I also am a creative all around. So that's pretty much who Madison Elyse is. People usually call me Mads, Maddie, any play off the word or name Madison.
Is Madison Elyse like your first and middle name?
Yep.
I'm
So that's
guessing.
my first and middle name.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And when's your birthday?
It's March 27th, so I'm an Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
Y'all okay. I'm just joking.
Okay. What's your sign?
Aquarius. My birthday is next month, y'all.
Okay, period.
So, so I know you graduated from EMU. How recently?
So I graduated in 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got your degree in textiles, merchandising, and apparel.
Yep.
So is that something that you always knew that you wanted to go into, or how did that come about?
So that one I was always scared about. It's actually a funny story. I was meeting with my counselor about next steps because I did the ECA program at EMU. So got all my gen eds out the way, and it was just like, okay, so it's time for you to pick out a major.
Yeah.
So it's me, my counselor, and my dad in her office. And so she's like, okay, so what are you about to do? And my dad's like, well, Madison really wants to do fashion, but she doesn't think that she can, make a living off of it. She doesn't think it's something that she can, prosper in. And she was like, oh, girl, what? So she basically introduced me to apparel, textiles, and merchandising because I literally had no clue about it at EMU. So she was like, just take an intro class and see how you like it. And ever since then, I was pretty much sold.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you were interested in, like going into college or graduating from high school, that transition? Was there anything else that you were interested in?
No. I wasn't. But just for the safe route, I'm like, okay, I can give me a little, degree in business or something. But I really didn't have a passion for anything else.
Other than fashion?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I know you mentioned that you worked as a merchandiser. Who did you work for?
I was working for the whole entire Brightwood Mall. So I worked for Forever 21. I worked for Ever Eve. It was actually a small boutique. I worked for Windsor. I worked for American Eagle, and I feel like those were the few. Oh, and I worked for Buckle as well. So literally all around the mall.
What exactly does merchandising, or what does a merchandiser, I guess you would say, what does that entail?
So in the lamest of terms, a merchandiser is just, to make the store look pretty. So you'll see the displays, so the mannequins, anything that's telling you what's going on as far as sales. So we're changing out the displays, pretty much just making everything look, cohesive and nice for the customer to shop.
Okay. Did you design the layout yourself, or is it something like a layout that you have to follow?
So it actually depends on the store. So some stores are clear cut on what they want their stores to look like. So they'll send in images that you have to follow exactly.
Yeah.
And then other stores I'll be able to put my little twist on. So in Forever 21, that's pretty much what I did. You're able to style it just based upon either they'll tell you a story or whatever that, the girl is supposed to be dressed as. Yes. So yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I worked at Maurice's for a little bit, and they actually had a layout that we had to follow, but it was definitely a story that you had to follow. Oh yeah, well, this is so and so, and she's in her mid-30s, and she just got off of work, and I'm just tired. Okay,
a scarf.
The price has been a little high too, but if Cindy can afford it, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Cindy.
What was your favorite store that you worked at?
My favorite store, I feel like it was Ever Eve. I feel like it was more so of a challenge since it was a smaller boutique, and it was aimed for middle-aged women because the other stores are pretty much teenagers, 20s. So it was definitely a challenge for me, and definitely like that a lot. And well, tied between that and Buckle. Buckle gave me a lot of freedom. And plus I did a lot of their operations as well. So I was an operations manager. Technically that was my title, but I was also doing the merchandising. So it was really cool to have a lot of freedom and to pretty much do the business and the visual aspect at the same time.
How long did you work there?
I was there for about 2 years.
At Buckle?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Do they sell anything other than jeans? I've been in there like one time. So
they definitely sold a lot more than jeans. And I thought the same thing when I interviewed there, but it was like right after the pandemic. I'm like, listen, I need some money. Okay, like so yeah, they actually sell a lot of cute stuff in there. I thought it was like all, not for us. But it was for us. It was for us for sure. They did for us.
Yeah. What was probably like the craziest story that you can tell with merchandising, or like the most influential?
I don't think I have too many crazy stories when it comes to merchandising. Everything was pretty much like, smooth sailing. I think the craziest thing would just be us at Ever Eve. We would do floor set at 5 a.m. Every single time. We had to rearrange the whole store.
At 5 a.m.?
At 5 a.m. and the store would open at 10. And then I would have to clock in and actually like work as like a sales associate until like, yeah. So that was probably the craziest thing to me because it was insane.
Them work hours.
Yeah, it was insane.
I know you did the fashion show at EMU. What exactly inspired that?
So actually one of my friends, Isis, she told me, it was becoming like my senior year. She was like, you should, do a fashion show. We haven't seen any of your work, this and that. So I'm like, I'll think about it. And so that's pretty much like what inspired it. Just somebody just telling me, hey, we need to see it. So where is it at?
What was the theme, I guess, that you can say for the fashion show? Was there a theme?
For the first one, it was called Visions of Spring. It was going to be a spring fashion show. So it just pretty much just went through different seasons for the looks. And that one we actually didn't have a chance to have because of the pandemic. It was planned for March 2020.
Yeah.
And it was actually planned for my birthday. It was supposed to be March 27th, 2020. And I think like literally like the week before, everything had shut down. So that was pretty much it.
With the second one, was there a theme per se?
I can't remember the name of it, but that one was a virtual one, Facebook Live. It was almost like pandemic theme, like everybody like wore their masks and stuff like that while walking.
What exactly was the whole process, like from start to finish? How did you get in contact with the models? How did you choose the designers?
How much time you got? So first things first, with us having a fashion show, I needed a venue. Looking at EMU, venue was super expensive. But then somebody put a bug in my ear, like, well, if you have a student org, you don't have to pay for EMU's room. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can start an org.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking too much of it when I started Vision. So I called a few of my friends. It was Jordan, Isis, and Jeff. So these are all creatives. These are all people that are good at planning. So we got together. We went to a Starbucks on Washington.
Yeah.
And so we just thought up of ideas. So cool. Got the name. Went to EMU and met with the student organizers. So pretty much we had to get approved by them. They're asking me like, why wouldn't you, just join another org? I'm like, that sounds cool and all, but I just feel like I need to be doing something my way.
Yeah.
Did that. Finally got through with that. Then we started posting on Instagram. So we had a model casting call. And so that first one, we had about like 6 people show up, and those were actual like EMU students. So it was cool meeting them. And then they pretty much like saw that we were like serious and we were like professional and we were trying to do things like, the right way.
Right.
And so by the time we had our second casting call, we had about like 20 people show up. And then also I was like reaching out to people individually, like, hey, trying to come model for me. And so the process kind of went from there.
So you didn't actually have to do like any type of elimination process for the
modeling? Oh no, it was come on, if you're willing to practice, we gonna work with you.
Same thing with the designers too?
Designers, so I pretty much scouted most of them. So Jeff, the original person that like I called to help me organize, he was already making stuff in Ipsy. So pretty much they were all like local designers. And then I met a few of the designers because they actually came to like the casting calls. They were like, hey, I don't want to model, but I have these designs. So I'm like, okay, cool. So everybody was very creative. And so I pretty much heard of them, like, through word of mouth or just seeing, like, people's talent that they just post on Instagram but don't really, like, take seriously.
I don't fashion design too much, but my sister, she makes pretty much anything. Earrings, clothes, jeans, whatever you can aim. So, I mean, you don't do the fashion show anymore, but, it would have been a good experience for her to see her designs and everything come to life. So.
I mean, it's a possibility. I might get back in the game. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first.
2024. We coming for you.
What was the hardest thing or some of the hardships that came with the process of making the fashion show come to life for you?
I would say immersing myself in like the EMU culture, because as an EMU student, I was really like a go to class, go home type of person. Like, I'm not here to mingle. Like, I'm just trying to get my degree, meeting new people and kind of like introducing myself like as a person, because people's like, okay, who's Vision Runway? Like, they're trying to have this whole fashion show. It's definitely like one of the things, just kind of just coming on to the scene and recruiting.
Would you describe yourself as an introvert?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an introvert through and through.
How exactly did you balance, planning the fashion show? Planning the fashion show as well as, going to school. I don't know if you worked during that time, but working in your social life.
I don't know if I did too much balancing, to be honest with you. Social life was pretty much dead during that time. So like, unless you were at rehearsals, because a lot of my friends I did like recruit to model for me. So if you saw me at rehearsal, hey girl, that was pretty much it. And school was definitely going crazy, especially since it was like in the later years of my school career. So yeah, so it wasn't too much of a balance. It was really school and vision at that time, but I made it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you got through it, and it was pretty nice. I went and I attended, so it was a good turnout.
I'm glad you came.
It was very nice.
Thank you.
Is that organization still existent at EMU, or did that kind of just?
It pretty much began and left with me. I would have loved for it to continue.
I mean, you said you might go back.
Well, look at the camera, the office. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
When you first came out of college, you started working for Hoop Mobb. Who exactly, first of all, is Hoop Mobb, and how did you find them? Did they discover you first, or did you kind of apply there?
So Hoop Mobb is a small business, Black-owned, women-owned business. They began, I want to say, in 2017. So they're a fairly new company. And my sister actually was a virtual assistant for the CEO at the time. She was like, hey, she's going to be looking for a creative assistant. You should apply. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she put out a job posting on LinkedIn, and I applied there. So I've always like followed them. I feel like me and Danielle, that's the CEO, we've talked like at least once or twice.
What exactly is a creative assistant? Is it just like content creating, or what do you do exactly?
So that's a little bit of everything. So I take the product shots that go on our web. I plan and execute the shoots that we have with our models. I used to do like all of our emails and like social posts for Instagram and all of that great stuff. So it's pretty much like a little bit of everything. Okay. Yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it. Yes. Definitely a dream job.
How exactly do you come up with the ideas for the content that you create?
I would definitely say a lot of like inspiration. So now I kind of hate scrolling like through Instagram and TikTok, but definitely like getting inspired by other ideas. I'm pretty much just playing off of what we represent, because we're home of the hoop earring, so a cultural staple. So playing off of like all the Black cultural staples. So I love doing that.
Yeah. I was looking online. I was trying to get some for Black Friday. I wanted them to be here before this interview, but it's okay. But they looked very, very nice. I like the different color schemes that they had. I know there was like it was a clear one that kind of looked like glass. I was, man, I'm gonna get it.
Dang,
I'm gonna get it.
I wish you would have told me. I probably could have snagged some for you.
It's fine because I want to support anyways. Yeah. So it's perfectly fine. But definitely, y'all should go check out Hoop Mobb.
Shop Hoop Mobb.
Definitely. Especially if you.
No. All right. If you know, you know.
What does a day in the life of a creative assistant typically look like?
So it's different every single day. I would say planning and executing. So pretty much like getting ahead. So we plan like our months by themes and like campaign ideas. So having those planned out. Of course, taking product shots for our web, so anything that's releasing. So we release almost like every single week. We have a drop, so pretty much having everything set for that. And then, of course, like taking content of all the new arrivals and stuff that we already have, and all of that great stuff.
And you actually take the photos for the website, right?
For the product. So we actually have a photographer come in for like our month. I wish I could. If I could be like a triple threat like that. But no, we have a photographer that comes in and does that for us.
So congratulations, first of all. I know you guys saw, I don't know if you guys saw, but they were on Oprah's favorite list. Yeah. So that's a huge accomplishment.
I know, we were so excited.
How did that happen for you or for Hoop Mobb exactly?
So my boss was actually an intern for Oprah magazine when she was in her developmental years. Yeah. So she actually DM'd the creative director. She was like, hey, like I used to intern for you. She was specifically a jewelry intern. Mm-hmm. She said, well, I have this, successful business now, X, Y, and Z. Like, this could be like a great story. So he was like, okay, like, send an email. So she didn't know it was for Oprah's favorite things. Yeah. So she ended up like falling in love with our melanated collection. So that's a hoop with skin tone, shades. So yeah, she fell in love with our product.
Yeah. That's so cool. Oprah, I love Oprah. Mm-hmm. I know she's been doing this in the game for a while,
long time.
But she's definitely one of the inspirations behind me wanting to do podcasting and having my own talk show in the future.
Okay.
But that is awesome. I also saw that you guys were on local television as well. Yep. What TV show exactly though? I think
that was Live in the D. Yep.
But, how was that?
So it was definitely an experience. I've never seen like a set like that before, and how like serious it is. Like if you got to be quiet on set, you have to be quiet on set. Yeah. I was guided every single where, so it was definitely an experience, and it was really cool to see. And I was definitely grateful to be there to be the content creator for that.
So, what who all came with you for that? It was the CEO of the company, and who else?
And then we had a publicist there, and then it was me. So yep, it was just the three of us.
Yeah. Yep. Did the camera scare you at all?
Not really. Since I wasn't like airing, like I was fine. Like I'm a real behind the scenes type of girl, so I was definitely comfortable where I was.
Did anything change for the business since being on TV and Oprah?
Yes, for sure. I think in that day we gained about like 2,000 followers. We were required to be on Amazon to be a part of like Oprah's favorite things. So, it was kind of a scramble getting ready for that. So like sales there went crazy. We had to restock there a couple of times, and then people came to our site and was selling out the melanated collection. So we're still kind of, trying to just keep up with the demand for that.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I couldn't get it. I was on Amazon and it said that it was sold out. I'm like, dang.
Like, we trying, girl. We trying. We just didn't. We didn't even anticipate, the type of influence. Like, of course, like it's Oprah, but it's like there's so many things on that list. With okay, like you could be okay, but they definitely showed up for us, and we love that.
Is there anything that you do day to day, try to prepare yourself for the day, like any traditions? Is there a specific song that you listen to or anything like that?
So gospel music is definitely my go-to in the mornings. It gets me right. I have affirmations. I feel like as a creative is really important for me because you can definitely get lost, looking at like other things. So yeah, those are my two go-tos.
Yeah, God will do it.
Yeah, He will.
God's
Won't He do
it? Definitely, because I recently got back into church as well. And so when I listen to gospel music and everything, it just kind of lifts up my spirit.
It's a whole different, type of feeling. Yeah, I understand.
Going back a little bit, when did you first start getting into fashion? Can you tell us a little background about that?
I always knew I was a fashion girly when my mama always tried to get me dressed for school. And I was always the one like, nope, I'm not wearing this. I'm trying to put this together. Like, I got to look like this. And I noticed, like, it wasn't really, like, the same with my siblings. My siblings, like, okay, like, I'll put on whatever. So I feel like that was kind of, like, the moment. I'm like, okay. Like, looking back on that, it's like, okay. You were trying to put stuff together. Yes.
Just knew it your whole life.
Yeah.
Kind of like them people that play with the pots.
Yep. Exactly, yep.
Who would you say is your biggest influence?
I would definitely say my grandmother. So she was an entrepreneur, and she had her own business downtown Ipsy. So she was selling like all of the fashions and stuff like that. She would be going to New York and doing all of the buying because I wanted to be a buyer. When I first came into the fashion scene. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I can be like the eye for that. So she was doing that first. So she was her own boss, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to be. So definitely my biggest influence.
Who's your inspiration, I guess, when it comes to picking out your own outfits? Do you gain inspiration from social media, or is it kind of just like you picture it and then do it?
It's a combination of the two. Some things like I'll come up with in my head and I'm like, does this make sense? Like, is this something that I can like see elsewhere? Pinterest is definitely one of my favorite go-tos when it's coming to picking out fits and like, if I'm not having any inspiration. So
I know you said sometimes you suffer from imposter syndrome. First of all, can you explain what imposter syndrome is?
Imposter syndrome, I actually don't even think I have a definition for you. It's kind of just thinking, to me, it's just really like, I can't do this, but over and over again, like I've proven that I can, and I have the capabilities to do it. And there's also like other people that can attest to, your strengths, but you can kind of get lost in that and you have like a weakness that's not necessarily like a weakness.
Yeah.
So kind of like making up something that's not even there.
Yeah. Or I guess I should say, what exactly does success look like to you? Because I know you said sometimes you suffer from imposter syndrome. I guess it's kind of like you being super hard on yourself. So what is your ideal of what success looks like?
I feel like my idea of success is whenever like I work on a project or I'm showing like a client something or even like my boss something and kind of like their face lights up.
Yeah.
So whenever I see that, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I got them. Or like they can like, tell me about an idea and then they're kind of like not sure like how to even like get there and kind of like showing them like that pathway and like showing that it is capable. That's definitely my idea of success on a project.
Do you do anything outside of the content creating for Hoop Mobb?
So I do like small projects. Like I'll do like some creative directing. I have 2 photographer friends, Derek and Evan. So sometimes they'll call me on projects, and so like I'm pretty much like positioning models and kind of just giving like the bigger picture to their shoots.
Okay, I think that's what I actually saw when I was looking at your Instagram and everything. I think that's probably what I confused. I'm like, you don't take pictures of the models, but must have been it must have been the other. Okay,
like sometimes I will. So like for our webs, like I'll do like the basic, pictures, but yeah, the bigger stuff I leave to the professionals for sure.
Yeah, would you consider yourself consider in the future doing photography?
Maybe. I feel like I kind of like the direction a bit more.
So if you had to give any advice to somebody that wants to go into this type of career field, what would be the number one piece of advice that you would give them?
Get rid of that imposter syndrome. Get rid of that doubt. Always like speak into yourself as a creative. And also just kind of play around with it. Like you don't have to necessarily start off like making money from it. Do a lot of passion projects, because when you do start like making money from it, those passion projects will kind of like disappear. Yeah. So definitely bask in the process of it.
What is probably the most challenging part of your job?
I would say creative block. because we're always like a go type of company. Something can always like pop up. Collaborations can pop up. So having to get through creative blocks, and that can always like be like a personal thing like as well. So yeah.
Has there ever been a time where like there was some type of collab and then it kind of just didn't fall through? Did you have to have a backup plan? Do you constantly have to have backup plans?
You constantly have to have backup plans, definitely, with us. So you definitely have to be flexible. For collaborations, we haven't done too many. So we're on our second one right now that we're working through right now. So we had to shoot separately. So the first one we had everybody together. So this one we had to do separately. So our collaborator, she shot by herself, and then we had to shoot by ourselves. So kind of like working through, kind of like it taught me more about direction, because giving direction and you're not like physically with the person, so that's a whole different world. So that was definitely a learning lesson.
So what are your plans for the future? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I mean, I'll be working with Hoop Mobb as long as they'll have me. And I feel like I can definitely help more entrepreneurs or people in general who have like a creative that they want to see, but they don't necessarily know how to get there. So kind of just helping people through that. I would love to help people like within like their beginning stages of their business.
Okay. Well, I do have a little game for you. It's going to be this or that.
Okay.
So I just have a few things pertaining to fashion, might be pertaining to your job. And you can just tell me which you would choose.
Okay.
So the first one is TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
TikTok,
for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hoops or studs?
Hoops.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, a combination of both, since I got multiple piercings, but hoops.
How many piercings do you have?
I have 3 in this ear, 2 in this one.
Okay. Yep. I think I actually saw the video when you went to.
Yep, I got my conch done. I took it out, but yes.
Did it hurt?
It actually wasn't bad. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm addicted to piercings just a little bit.
Just a tad, because I'm ready to go back for another one. So I definitely feel that.
Yeah. Gold or silver?
Gold.
Okay. Dresses or skirts?
I would say skirts. It gives a little bit more, you know.
Layers, definitely. Jeans or sweats?
Ooh, sweats for sure.
Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers. All the way.
You're sneakerhead?
Yeah, I don't even want to look at heels, to be quite honest with you. Not very ladylike, but I love me a good sneaker.
I do too. I can't lie, but I think I just love shoes.
Yeah, in general, yeah. It's a fashion thing.
Dresses or dressy or casual?
I'll do casual.
Yeah. All right, and then hair up or hair down?
Hair up.
Okay.
I'm defying the odds today.
Yeah. Did you cut your hair, actually?
I did. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
That's time for a change. You're like, hold on. Something a little different. Yeah, I cut my hair.
What made you cut it?
It was time for a change. I always like to change things up, so my hair was one of them today.
Yeah, it's cute though. I like it. All right, so that's all I have for this or that. I do have a question though, just a few scenarios, and you can just tell me a quick like outfit that you would put together.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
all right.
So let's say you're going to a black and white or all black formal place event. What would you hurry up and style if you had like an hour? Somebody invited you and you only have an hour to get ready.
So I love a good power suit. I have like multiple of them, like in different colors. So I definitely have a black one with like a tapered leg. So I have some Alexander McQueen's. I will put that with that, and then some statement earrings, and that would be my look.
Okay. You're going to a concert to see your favorite artist. What you wearing?
So my favorite artist is he's my favorite rapper, J. Cole.
Okay.
So I already have a graphic tee. It's an oversized graphic tee. I have these thigh-high leather boots that I would pair with them, and then probably layer it with like a leather jacket. Yeah, that would be my look.
Okay. And then the last one, because we're being festive.
Okay.
You're going to the tree lighting in Detroit.
Okay. It's a little chilly. Okay. All right. I think that's another leather moment. So like a leather pant. Something like, like the teddy coats. I would put that on because that's like cute. Yeah. Turtleneck, and then cute beanie.
Okay. All right.
Tie it all together.
Well, you can go ahead and let the people know what you have coming up, where they can find you, and yeah.
All right, so coming up, definitely a lot of great things with the Hoop Mobb. So you can go shop them, and then also you can find me on all social platforms at Madison Elyse. That's ELYSE, and yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So that is all the questions that I have for you. And I will hopefully everybody needs to go check up Hoop Mobb. Of course, I will leave that in the link below. I will leave all of her information where you can go find her also below in the description box, and I will see you guys on my next show. Bye.
See ya.
Now shout out to Madison Elyse because she did bring me some great pieces from Hoop Mobb. I'm gonna open them up in front of y'all and try them on so y'all can see the great things and the great styles that Hoop Mobb has to offer. So the first one is this set of hoop earrings. They're like a gold color with the studs. And as y'all can see, the package hasn't even been opened. So this is an exclusive look at Hoop Mobb on your girl, Kyle. So right now I got these basic silver. Ooh, let me tell y'all, the quality already, I can tell. And look at that. Y'all can see it. Y'all see that sparkle? Cute. Yes, I think so. Then let's see the other pair, which are these big gold, not gold, big silver hoops. Y'all, I like gold, I like silver, I like them all. I like them all. So we gonna go ahead and show these. Ooh, can y'all see? These are okay. Y'all can, oh yeah. And they go with my outfit today. Period. I put both of them in. They not heavy. And they still cute. Like I said, they go in my outfit. Hold on, let me put on my glasses. Period. I ain't showing my shoes. Should I show you my whole outfit? I'm gonna show you my whole outfit. Hold on. So y'all, this is my full outfit. Hold on. First of all, glasses, earrings, Hoop Mobb, period. My watch is just white and silver because look at what I got on. All right, and then this is a set from Fashion Nova. I can't show y'all my shoes. Give me a second, cause I want y'all to see my shoes, bruh. Hold on, put it down a little bit. All right, shoes. Period. It's the fit. And then these last ones, I don't even know what's in these. Look at this bag. Y'all can't tell me that this ain't cute. It's not even the earrings, but look. Ooh, it's a necklace. It's a necklace, y'all. I'm not gonna put it all together, but I'm gonna show y'all the charm. Can y'all see this? Super cute. And that is all that she had gave me. But y'all, if y'all don't already, make sure y'all grab y'all some Hoop Mobb. All right, and I will leave their link in the description box below. Thank y'all. Bye.